Chrome and Firefox have excellent JavaScript consoles and native dev tools for debugging your JavaScript. You can find developer tools in your Chrome's menu or web console in the Firefox menu. If you're using a different browser or mobile phone, we strongly recommend switching to desktop Firefox or Chrome. The console log method, which prints the output of what's written in its parentheses to the console, will likely be the most helpful debugging tool. Placing it at strategic points in your code, you can show your intermediate values of variables. It's good practice to have an idea of what the output should be before looking at what it is. Having checkpoints to see the status of your calculations to your code will help narrow down where the problem is. Here's an example of the print hello world. Okay. Cons.log A. Boom. You may have noticed that some FreeCodeCamp challenges include their own console. This console behaves a little differently than the browser console. There are many methods to use the console to output messages. You native notice the FreeCodeCamp challenges include their own console. This console, yada yada yada. Alright, so what are we doing? There are many methods to use the console output log, warn, clear, to name a few. The FreeCodeCamp console will only output log messages, while the browser console will have all messages. When you make changes to your code, it will automatically run and show the logs. The FreeCodeCamp console is then cleared each time your code runs. First, open the browser console so you can see the logs. To do that, you can right click the FreeCodeCamp navigation bar at the top and inspect the browser. What's S12? Ooh. There you go. There's the console down here. Ugh. Yucky. Inspect. On the console. After that, use console log to with the output. There we go. You can use typo to check the data structures of types of variables. This is used in debugging when working with multiple data types. If you think you're adding two numbers, but only one is actually a string, the result can be unexpected. Type errors can lurk in calculations or functional calls. Be careful, especially when you're accessing and working around external data in the form of JavaScript object notation, JSON objects. Here are some examples. Type it. In order for the console to display the strings, string, number, object, an object. JavaScript recognizes 7 primitive immutable data types: boolean, null, undefined, number, string, symbol, new with ES6, and begint, new with ES 2020. I didn't hear about ES 2020, that's new to me. Add 2 console logs. Typo. This is new. Boom. Console log and typo methods are 2 primitive ways to check the intermediate values and type of program output. Now it's time to get into the common forms that bugs take. One technical issue is the types Faster can commiserate with humble spelling error. Transpose missing or miss a couple of letters in a variable or function name will have the browser look at an object that doesn't exist and can play in the form of a reference error. So JavaScript variables and function names are case sensitive. Fix this spelling as I don't see the problem. Boom. Another syntax error to be aware of is the opening parentheses, brackets, curly braces, and quotes have a closing pair. Forgetting a piece tends to happen when you're editing existing code and inserting items with one of the pair types. Also, take care when nesting code blocks into others, such as adding a callback. That's not what I'm to do. I don't know. Oh. Should we know that? JavaScript allows the use of single quotes and double quotes to declare a string. Deciding which one to use generally comes down to personal preference with some exceptions. Having two choices is great when a string has conjunctions or another piece of text. Having two choices is great when a string has contractions or another piece of text that's in quotes. Just be careful that you don't close a string too early, which causes a syntax error. Here are some examples of mixing quotes. Okay, let's see. So we've got that now. So go boop, and go boop. That wasn't it. Bullshit. Boop. Boop. There we go. branching programs are ones that do different things as certain conditions are met, rely on if, else, if, yes. The same as JavaScript, yes. The conditions sometimes take the form of testing, but the result is equal to a value. This is logic. As covered in previous challenges, the assign operator equal in JavaScript assigns a value to a variable name, and the that is the equivalent operator for equality. Strict equality is the triple one. The code below assigns x to be 2, which validates as true, unless every value in its own JavaScript equates to true, except for what are known as the false values. Which is like, apparently some like annoyingly random JavaScript, which makes it feel better compared to other languages, but I only know JavaScript.
Don't be sorry, and let's get this straight. You're my only love, 'cause 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 you're my only
Catch missing opening and closing parentheses after a function call. When a function call method doesn't take arguments, you may forget to include the empty opening and closing parentheses when calling it. Oftentimes, the result function is saved in a variable for others to use in your code. This error can be detected by logging a variable values of the types of the console and seeing that it's set to function reference instead of expecting value the function returns. Continuing the discussion on calling functions, the next bug to watch out for is when a function's arguments is applied to the incorrect order. If the arguments are different types, such as function, expected, and array and integer, this will likely throw a runtime error. If the arguments are the same type, all integers, for example, then the logic of the code won't make sense. Make sure to display all required arguments in order to avoid these issues. Catch off one errors when using indexing. Off by one errors crop up when you're trying to target a specific index of a string or array, or when looping over the indices of them. Draft index starts at 0, not 1, which means the last index is always 1 less than the length of the item. If you try to access an equal to the length, the program may throw an index out of range reference error or print undefined. When you use string array methods, take index range as arguments. It helps blah 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 blah. That's what just do it.
Sometimes it's necessary to save information. Increment counters reset variables within the loop. A potential issue is when variables either should be reinitiated and aren't, or vice versa. This in particular is dangerous if you accidentally reset the variable being used for the terminal condition, causing an infinite loop. Printing variables goes each cycle, blah 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 blah. I don't really get what's wrong. This is going up to the following function is supposed to create a two-dimensional array with n rows and n column zeros. Unfortunately, it's not producing the expected output because the row variable isn't being reinitialized. What? I'm so confused. So back to the empty array in the add loop. Fix the code so the returns are correct. 3x2 array zeros. Yeah, I get what it's meant to be. I guess it's vague what it is, but like, so just what sometimes with these questions? It's been hard. Goes